Sharpen wood lathe tools. When you work with wood, you know it takes some serious work to get all the equipment and tools in shape to help support your woodworking or wood furniture business. Often than not, you have to resort to a professional to keep your equipment and tools running like clockwork. However, if you haven't taken a keen interest on the process involved in it, you might fall prey to being charged extra simply because you know nothing about this. A pity and a shame, really. Bounce back. Learn the process involved in, for example, sharpening wood lathe tools. It's worth knowing how, and it will save you big bucks, especially when you pursue the task yourself after learning the ropes from the experts. Think about this as getting even, instead of getting duped. Are you up for it? Good. You need the following: a tool grinder with a horsepower of 3,500 rotations/minute, 25-pound bag of sand, a couple of metal scrapers, bonding wheel made from soft alloy or aluminum, diamond and star dressers, bowel and gouge spindle, parting and skews Allen tools. Ask your carpenter buddies about loaning you their stuff if you fall short of any equipment on the list. If it's a matter of investing on it, you definitely should seek advice from an equipment or tool expert for the best brands in the market. Prep the grinder. You will find that a traditional grinder needs to be stabilized using something solid apart from its base or legs. As soon as your 3,500 horsepower grinder is set up in your working area, set up the bags of sand around it. The bags of sand will provide a stable support for the grinder once it's turned on. Some grinders also have an opening around its bottom. You can use this opening to hold the bags of sand. Attach the soft alloy wheel to the grinder. Granted that the grinder that you have installed already has a wheel on it, but for the purpose of sharpening wood lathes, nothing works best to achieve the purpose than a soft alloy wheel. This is also known as a bonding wheel, which you can purchase from a wood lathe tools and equipment store. Apply a thin coat of the diamond and star dressers. These will help keep the bonding wheel clean and running perfectly and smoothly, which will in turn encourage the best sweeps when sharpening wood lathe tools. Get some water on the bonding wheel. Water will control the sparks coming off the bonding wheel when the grinder heats up. Rev up the grinder. Use the switch to rev it up. With a respectful and safe distance from the moving wheel, carefully insert a gouge spindle across the spikes of the bonding wheel. Manually move the gouge spindle back and forth using gentle pressure. By doing this, you ensure that a dull blade on the wood lathes is sharpened in as little time and effort as needed. Add a couple more splashes of water to the bonding wheel as you get on with this step. Turn the grinder off and attach the bowel spindle. Then, rev the grinder up and run the wood lathe tool blade side up on the bowel spindle. Keep it there until you have sufficiently sharpened each side of the lathe tool's blade. Again, you are reminded to keep your hands at a safe distance from the wheel. The wheel can very easily take a good slice off your hands in just one contact, so observe safety precautions. Use the parting and skews Allen tools as a final step. Turn off the grinder and set the wood lathe tools on the work table. Polish each one using these tools and then store your wood lathe tools until you need to use them again. If you are apprehensive about doing this task safely, you are well advised to observe how the experts do this before striking out on your own.